Welcome to Crypto Rising. On today's news, Terra Classic price prediction from 2025 to 2030. $5 could be a reality for the Lunar Classic. Over 34,000 BTC moved off exchanges in a single day. What this implies for Bitcoin price. Billionaire Mark Cuban reveals biggest crypto opportunities he's most excited about. And last but not the least, BTC, El Salvador President says many countries will follow if their Bitcoin experiment succeeds. All these and more when we return. Alright, so the Lunar Classic price prediction 2025 to 2030. $5 could be a reality for Lunar Classic. We all know what is happening in Lunar Classic, but let's not dive into that. Let's just stick to what we have in front of us. Let us stick to what the market is saying right now. So Luna is, as we know, is a native cryptocurrency of Terra system that was launched in 2019. Terra USD was pegged to the Luna coin so it could maintain its price stability. Those familiar with this cryptocurrency cryptocurrency industry are well aware of the collapse of the twin coins in May 2022 that led to the crypto crash during the second quarter of the year 2022. It was in 2020. We all know when Terra Luna started, but let's just dive exactly into why predictions are saying that it could hit $5. Anyways, so it says a stable coin is intended to safeguard coin dollars holders against the volatility of other cryptocurrencies. It is pegged to either a fiat currency such as USD or to a supporting cryptocurrency, USDT, Terra USD, which is also known as UST. Anyways, was pegged to Lunar Classic, then only Luna. This is where the problem began. A cryptocurrency is in no way an equivalent to gold reserves. As UNA prices got destabilized, it adversely affected UST prices and the entire stablecoin system collapsed in May 2022. All right, what is happening? What will happen? Let us look at the charts right now to see what this particular article is all about. So, since its launch in 2019, Lunar Classic price kept floating around $0.2 to $1.3 until April 2021. When the crypto market boomed in mid-2021, its price began to increase and it's nearly touched $100 by the end of the year. Starting from 2022, it kept soliciting $50 and $100 and reached all-time high of $119.18 on the 5th of April. That's exactly literally a month before it crashed. Now, Bloomberg reported in May 2022 that the market lost approximately $45 billion within a week following the Terra collapse. Terraform Labs and its co-founder Do Kwon were fined $78.4 million in corporate and income tax by the Korean National Tax Services. Anyways, back away from the story. So let's go dive right into the prediction before we move on to the next news. So before you read further, you should understand that predictions of different cryptocurrency platforms and analysts widely vary as different analysts rely on different sets of metrics to arrive at the conclusion. And you should think about this because I watched a video where somebody said that the highest Bitcoin could go by the year 2025 is about $95,000, meaning that Bitcoin won't even hit the $100,000 mark by the year 2025. By the year 2025. So the next bull run would take Bitcoin to over $95,000. So the prediction here says Telegram predicts the minimum and maximum price of Lunar Classic in 2025 will be over 0.0089 and 0.028 respectively. Do I personally see Luna as a long-term plan? No. And we all know that going to the market, we all need to have the mentality to go all in and go long term. And here we say the Telegram continues to remain optimistic of the future of Lunar Classic in 2030 as well. It predicted that Lunar Classic will be traded as high as 5.23 and as low as 1.93 in 2030. with its average price remaining at $3.11. Here's my take: just stay away from Luna. Sincerely, stay away from Luna. I mean, this is a token where even the founder of the token is in trouble. So why would you want to get yourself involved in this? Anyways, up to the next article. Here we have over 34,000 Bitcoin moved off exchange in a single day. What this implies for Bitcoin. So it is saying here that Bitcoin saw 34,000 of its coin. There was a tweet from Sentiment feed, shout out. Bitcoin saw 34,723 of its coins move off exchanges on September 30th, indicating what may be a hint of trader confidence heading into quarter 4. The last time at least this Bitcoin left exchange was June 17th, where price jumped 22% the next 4 weeks. So this remains a potentially bullish indicator for the lead crypto asset, as sentiment indicates that it may point to trader confidence heading into quarter 4. It notes that the last time such a large quantity of Bitcoin left exchanges was June 17th, after which prices increased by almost 22% in the weeks that followed. In its most recent analysis, one chain data analytics firm CryptoCoin notes that net exchange reserves have decreased by more than 60,000 Bitcoin. During the last 3 days, it states that this remains the highest amount in months and might be a sign of demand returning into the market after months of price declines. Well, the market is still bullish. I wouldn't want to show the charts. The market is still bullish, still bearish rather. And man, I mean, as much as everybody wants to predict what will happen in the market, it is still uncertain what will happen. Mind you, if we're talking about the demand right now, the demand for Bitcoin is pretty low. Of course, the market is bearish, and it's, as we know, in this field, it is the best time to purchase, but it is not going as planned. I mean, as the years go by, people see less of Bitcoin and more of Ethereum. I'm really big on Ethereum, and I think I have a strong feeling that Ethereum is the future. Of course, Bitcoin is forever going to be the king, but Ethereum has so many use cases, and this right here is one reason why I look at it as a different way to go. Okay, now on to the next one. Say, billionaire Mark Cuban reveals biggest crypto opportunities he's most excited about. So here, Shark Tank investor Mark Cuban says he has his eye on multiple opportunities that he believes could be the next big thing for the crypto industry. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Mark Cuban a part of the Celsius problem? You know, I don't know if you heard about Celsius. There was a crypto project where you could actually borrow crypto. It's more like a bank. You could borrow crypto, and Mark Cuban was big on it. And I mean, I guess at some point, he actually, I'm trying to check this on my phone right now. He actually was pushing for people, like, if you know, he's the owner of Dallas Mavericks basketball team. He was pushing for people to purchase this particular crypto token. But in the end, yeah, it was a mess, and people lost their money. So I'm surprised that Mark Cuban is still having a say in this field. But mind you, Mark Cuban is doing well, you know, with his idea of making people have access to health, if I should say health, cheaper. You know, so that's big shout outs to him for that. But yeah, of course, I've seen the Celsius thing. Celsius, the Celsius thing, where Mark Cuban was a part of it, and it was a mess. You know, he faced a lot of backlash for being a part of this entire project and all that, promoting and all of that. So him having a say, or him talking about crypto, is just, it shouldn't be an idea right now. It shouldn't be part of the plan, because Mark is, as much as he's a great businessman, he has actually failed when it comes to the crypto space. He has failed a lot. So I don't think anybody should listen to Mark Cuban. Although I haven't read all of these, well, I know that I wouldn't want to let you guys bore you guys with Mark Cuban's talks. But anyways, I mean, he's a figure that we all look up to, especially if you want to be a billionaire. So yeah, so the billionaire says that the insurance industry could also benefit from a crypto-oriented platform. That is true. that is true. I am on support of this particular one. According to Cuban, health insurance could be a lot more efficient and honest if it operates in a decentralized blockchain environment that uses two entities for checks and balances. All right, he's talking about the ledger method. All right, listen. Whatever Mark Cuban just said here is Mark Cuban actually promoting his business. Yeah, we've all. I wouldn't want to talk about his business though, but if you're down on going to know what he's talking about, you could as well like Google it. Mark Cuban health. I think just write Mark Cuban health. I guess that could take you to what he's talking about, because he's trying to bring out this health thing where you could have access to medication cheaper. I think medication was what I've been searching for as well. So yeah, I think he's just promoting his business here and shouldn't be listened to per se. But yeah, it is true. I'm a strong believer of using the blockchain in so many things, especially in government, so we could actually reduce reduce crime and corruption. Anyways, on to the biggest news of the day. We have El Salvador President says many countries will follow if their Bitcoin experiment succeeds. So let's read this. I think we'll have to read all of this. So he said, in an op-ed piece, Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, which in September 2021 became the first country to make Bitcoin legal tender, said despite claims of mainstream media and rating agencies, his nation is not falling because of its bet on Bitcoin. Long term, I think what this man is trying to do is actually trying to make his country that space where crypto fanatics could go and feel at home. I think this is what they're trying to do. Just like Bali, where you could actually go there and work, like for the work from home people, work remotely people. Anybody that works remotely would want to live in Bali because the weather, the cost of living, and all that. So, do I think he's doing the right thing? Given the prediction of Bitcoin, because whether we like it or not, of course, we're in a bearish market, but Bitcoin will eventually rise. It will rise, whether we like it or not. So, if he is speaking like this about this currency, I don't have a problem with him, with it really. And it is true that many other countries would eventually adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. I think this will happen, especially these of course, countries that are economically disadvantaged will eventually decide to make this a legal tender in their country. All right, according to history, exactly 1 year ago today, El Salvador becomes the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. It is pretty progressive. It was a bold move, but let's see. Anyways, back to the article. He said, as you may know, on the 5th of June 2021, Zap Solutions, a Bitcoin payment startup that uses the Lightning Network, founder and CEO Jack Mullers announced at Miami's Bitcoin 2021 conference that El Salvador government wanted to pass legislation to make Bitcoin legal tender. During his talk, an emotional Mullers presented a recorded video message from President Bukele and read out small passage from the proposed bill. Mullers went on to say that his firm would be opening an innovation center in El Salvador with the help of Blockstream. Trust me, I will say this: the blockchain will eventually create more jobs. I've read. Me reading about this just gives me that confidence that wow, I think one who doesn't have a lot of idea on what the blockchain is all about is actually missing out sincerely. So it is true. A lot will happen eventually, but we just have to see how it goes. Do I have a strong feeling that El Salvador didn't make the wrong move? Yes, I have a strong feeling that they didn't. Do I have a feeling that is it risky? Yes, it is risky because indeed. But if judging by the technology behind crypto, behind Bitcoin especially, just seems like it is impossible to break. I mean, this country is a country that is not in it's the best when it comes to the economic part of things. So them having this is not a bad idea whatsoever. So anyways, if you've listened this far, thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Have a nice day. Okay.